Hello and welcome to Unbroken, Healing Through Storytell, the podcast with me, Madeleine Black, where I speak to people that have overcome adversity and have not just bounced back in life, but they've bounced forward and they are now making a difference to other people. And today, my guest is Azim Khamisa. Following the murder of his son in 1995, Azim Khamisa founded the Tariq Khamisa Foundation, the TKF, which started a subsequent forgiveness movement that has reached millions. He has received over 80 local, national, and international awards, amongst which are, in 1997, he received the National Crime Victims Special Community Service Award, presented by President Clinton and Attorney General Janet Reno. In 2002, he received Search for Common Ground's prestigious award alongside Desmond Tutu and Ted Koppel. In 2004, he participated in the Snesis Dialogues with His Holiness the Dalai Lama, which was hosted by Pope John Paul at his summer place in Castel Gandolfo, Italy. And in 2006, he was given, I like the name of this one, the Spirit of Crazy Horse Award from the Reclaiming Youth Network alongside Muhammad Ali. In addition, Azim has been a recipient of the California Peace Prize in 2003 and the Pepsi Freedom Awards in 2006. He has received several other Peacemaker of the Year awards, several I think I should say. With a strong passion to share his message with the youth and to inspire non-violent leaders, became proactive as peace builders. Azim, in addition, has given over 1,000 presentations to over 1 million students worldwide. He is also the author of 5 published books. Welcome, Azim, to the show. So lovely to have you here. How are you?
Well, thank you for having me, Madeleine.
Oh, it's a pleasure. So because my show is called Unbroken, the first question that I ask all of my guests is, what does the word unbroken mean to you?
Good question. I think unbroken to me means that at some level, even when you are totally devastated, there seems to be some divine help in that surrender. I truly believe the universe does not give you any more pain than you can handle. And when you are devastated by tragedy, which many of us are, or deep trauma, as is your case, there seems to be a spark of clarity. Every saint has suffered the dark night of the soul. And that was true in my tragedy, that although the hit was pretty unbearable, excruciating, and absolutely devastating, but there was a spark of clarity. And I think it comes in surrender, and I think it comes in form of divinity.
Yeah, I would agree with the surrender part, absolutely. So can we go back to that night when your son Tariq was shot?
Yeah, he was a good kid. He was a student at San Diego State University, an art student, brilliant writer and photographer. He wrote a brilliant piece when he was 18 that is on my wall about the philosophy of life. He was well-read, great sense of humor, was engaged to a beautiful girl, Jennifer. They met in school. His hero was Gandhi, a man of peace. And he had his ambition someday was to become a journalist for National Geographic. He loved cultures and he loved to travel. And he was a good writer, good photographer. And he worked weekends as a pizza delivery man for a local Italian restaurant. And It was a late Saturday night in January of '95, and he was lured to a bogus address by a youth gang. They gave the address of the apartment building with the wrong apartment number. And it was his turn to deliver the pizzas. They routinely delivered pizzas in this area. It's a middle-class area in San Diego, close to where I live. Of course, he knocked on many doors, found out nobody ordered the pizzas. He came back to his car, got into the driver's seat, and as he was about to drive away from from the driveway of the apartment building, he was accosted by 4 youth gang members. 3 of them were 14. The leader of the gang was 18, and they were gang initiation ritual, and the 18-year-old gave the order, "Bust him bones." And the 14-year-old fired 1 shot, which came through the driver's side window. My son was already trying to back his car. The bullet entered under his left shoulder blade. It actually traveled across the upper part of his chest and exited from his right armpit. But it was fatal. As the coroner explained to me, that the bullet followed a perfect path. I queried, I thought, a perfect path. I thought that was an interesting choice of words.
Yes.
But he was very quick to say, Azim, that I'm not trying to be insensitive. We don't see a path like this very often. And what it means in my lingo is destroyed all the vital organs in your son's body. And Tariq died a couple of minutes later, drowning in his own blood at the age of 20. So the sudden, senseless death of an innocent, unarmed human being. It took several hours of meditation to develop the courage to come eyeball to eyeball with your son's killer. That's hard to do. I mean, we are mortals. Sometimes you want to, wring his neck. But I knew that for me to complete my journey of forgiveness, that I had to eventually come eyeball to eyeball with Tony. It took me many, many years. And but when I met him, he knew that I had forgiven him because I'd been working with a grandfather for a good 4+ years.
And he was aware of the foundation whilst he was in prison, wasn't he?
Absolutely. He knew I had forgiven him and the foundation. And he was very well-mannered. He was articulate. He was remorseful. A likable kid. I wasn't expecting that. He didn't portray any of the typical attitudes of a 19-year-old in American society. And I wasn't expecting that. And then we spent a couple hours together, man to man. I had some difficult questions for him, which he answered in a respectful, well-mannered way. And when we locked eyeballs, and I'm trying to find a murderer, and I found another human being, much like me or you. I told him that not only, I've forgiven you, but I want you to know when you come out of prison, you can join your grandfather and me and work at the foundation.